Greetings, everyone. I'm back with a brand new episode of Road to Mediocrity, documenting the road to basketball confidence. Anyway, kind of with today's workout, I know you see me typically one dribble, pull up, and all that. What you'll see is kind of a different variation where it's almost kind of like I'm dribbling and hopping into a shot, trying to use the hop more. And for those times where, maybe, you may not be able to necessarily get by them, but you can kind of catch them with their hands down instead of just outright faking the crossover. And that's kind of what I was doing more or less today here. And kind of had it going here. This to the left there, I'm glad to say that's not something I dealt with a whole lot. Course of this workout, but that is a problem for the occasion. There's a nice looking shot right there. That just went down. But really, man, the main thing I'm finding is consistency in my release, because that's where I get myself into trouble. I just did right there. Once I get that, you can see. I typically knock down a higher percentage of my shots. Did the same thing that I did earlier there. And what I found, particularly in this process, that was really bad. Is that primarily when I'm shooting basketball poorly, I'm getting bad releases. It's not necessarily coming off that index. That point your finger on, coming off one of the other fingers, and that's why sometimes I may miss in the weird direction. That's kind of what I was going for right there. But this is all well and good, and these will play some, maybe 3-on-3 pickups or something like that. I get to try some of these things before I start actually running up and down the court full speed. But we'll see. You can see once I get everything where it needs to be, then definitely the results are there. See, and those two shots there were almost mirror images of each other. And that's kind of where I'm trying to get to. Just consistency. That wasn't a great fielding shot, even though that was good. The one that I missed actually felt better than the last one that I made. So, gotta work on them handles, gotta tighten that up. But, that's excuse me, where I am right now. Now, we'll say here in a moment I'm going to have a visit. I don't know why, but because there was no one at the other end. That was perfect. He came down. And he was actually a pretty cool cat. He was actually coming back from the Achilles team. He just started playing again. So, I was actually on my way out anyway, because my time was getting short. But I ended up staying, chopping it up with him out there. That is in the game. That's how it used to be. Yeah, so we chopped it up for a few minutes. That does happen from time to time. Someone will come and kind of throw the floor of your workout off. But it's all good. It's not like I'm not trying to play anymore. So, that's really it, because now I'm just pretty much shooting around, just kind of like you would if you weren't really serious. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Stay tuned for more installments. Again, and the schedule is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, be sure to go to the website, SneakerShopTalk.com, for sneaker and sports-related news. And I'm actually doing whistle outside. So if you hear the sound of the night, that's what that is. But I digress. Go ahead and get out of here. Watching. I'll be back soon.